Hi, my name is Rains Dement, and today I'm going to show you how to save time in Microsoft Office using the Alt key. If you're like me, you need to get things done more quickly, and often keyboard shortcuts are faster than clicking and dragging on the screen. My productivity has increased so much from using the Alt key, I find that I can't live without it now. So what do I mean? Let's just get an example one so we can see what the Alt key can do. Let's say I want to highlight this text, and this is a particularly handy trick when you're on a telemeeting and you just want to draw attention to some text for a moment. So I can highlight this text very quickly by using the keyboard shortcut or unhighlight it unhighlight it just as quickly. Now, that is more intuitive. It doesn't move your cursor. You don't move your mouse. So it's one, faster, and two, less visually distracting if you're sharing your screen. But let's break it down here. Go ahead and find the Alt key on your keyboard. It's probably beside the spacebar. And once you hit the Alt key, you'll see letters and numbers pop up on what Microsoft calls the ribbon. So I know from my use of highlighting that highlighting is on the Home tab, and indeed we see it I there. So Alt H I gives us the color options. So what I'm going to do here is just hit Escape to get out of the Alt menu and highlight the text I want to emphasize. And yes, I see this here. I could use this, but it would require me moving my mouse and moving my hands off the keyboard. So I'm going to use the keyboard shortcut. So Escape to get out of that. And what we pressed was Alt H I. And you will see here, just for example, there was a red box around this yellow square. So the yellow highlight is actually already selected when you use that keyboard shortcut. So you just hit enter and it highlights your text. And that was a very long-winded explanation, but the point is that once you get the hang of this, it's almost instantaneous here. So if we have that text highlighted, we can do it very quickly. Alt H enter, and it gets very quickly. And just to show you what I was doing with the unhighlight, I did Alt H I, and you'll see that bottom there's an N for no color, so I'll just hit N there, and that's how I unhighlighted that text. So that is a neat trick if you're screen sharing. You can draw attention to the screen or not very quickly, but it applies to all of the functionality in Microsoft Word. If you wanted to track changes, for example, I can very quickly set up that feature and edit this document, and then very quickly turn off that track changes, continue to edit there without track changes on. So you can see that through the Alt key, you can access all of the different menus. And of course, you won't be able to memorize them all. What I recommend is choosing 3 to 5 functions or commands that you use all the time. Some that I find are centering text, so Alt H AC gives you a nice center, and I use that one all the time. So take a little bit time to use the keyboard to explore the menus and learn for yourself 3 to 5 keyboard shortcuts that will make a difference in your workflow. I hope you enjoyed.